So here's the question. Have you ever heard of a candy bar named Raider? Probably not, because believe it or not, that's what Twix used to be called before it was sold in the States. That's right, the famous Twix bar had another life before it became an American classic. Don't believe it? Check it out. This chocolate and caramel candy bar is famous for its sweet cookie snap.
I like the cookie because it's crunchy. That's what makes Twix different from other candy bars.
One of the things that people love about Twix is the freshness, and you can always tell when that cookie snaps.
The Twix name was derived from a hybrid of twin and biscuit, the English word for cookie.
We have a crispy, crunchy cookie, a smooth, creamy chocolate, and then a chewy caramel, and the combination of those three is what makes it so great.
In fact, Mars Candy Company designed this candy bar for the Brits because of their love of biscuits with tea.
Twix actually started in England in 1967. It came to the United States in 1979, and it's been a big hit.
These days, Twix is a favorite American treat, made in Cleveland, Tennessee.
From start to finish, it takes about 25 minutes to make one Twix bar.
Each Twix bar begins by mixing up the top secret cookie dough.
The world of Twix begins right here in the dough molding room. The dough gets pressed into a die. That die is a brass circle that forms the cookie shape that we need, and it releases onto the apron, which then carries it into the oven. The amount of dough that moves through this process is over 50 tons a day.
And there's a special trick to keeping all that dough on the go.
The big roller is made of brass because it causes the cookie to release easier.
And in case you were wondering what all those little holes in the cookie dough do,
one is that it actually helps it release from the molder, and that when we put our first layer of chocolate on there, that helps hold the foundation of that chocolate.
The cookie dough then takes a long ride through an oven designed to prevent under or over baking.
That oven is over 100 feet long, and it's very important to the cooking process of the cookie. When it comes out of that oven, it's a very, very light tan to golden color, and it snaps and it's crispy, and it's just exactly what you want in a cookie.
Once the cookie cools, a layer of chocolate spreads out on top.
The chocolate makes a perfect base for the caramel to go on top of. You want to prevent the movement of moisture from the caramel into the cookie.
Next, piping hot caramel, kept at a constant 105 degrees Fahrenheit by a giant rotating drum, falls onto each candy bar.
We use 45 tons of caramel a day. Caramel is one of the most critical processes that we have. Any change in caramel temperature can actually influence the amount of caramel that gets placed on the bar, and we want to make sure it's right every time.
Then, the cookie cuts down into thin strips through a secret process.
It then goes through this beautiful chocolate bath to coat the whole bar with chocolate.
And just like all Mars candy bars, Twix has a unique signature swirl built into its chocolatey top.
We use a combination of vibration and air to make that decoration that you see on the top of the bar.
The finished bars wrap up at a rate of 3,000 per minute in the twin candy bar packaging that's unique to Twix. And Twix isn't just for kids. Adults crave this candy bar too.
Java is one of our recent limited editions, which is very, very successful. What makes Twix so addictive is the crunchy cookie. When you bite into that bar and you have that crispy, crunchy cookie, in addition to that burst of chocolate and that caramel, that's fantastic. How could anybody pass that up?